Imagine sitting down to a delicious meal surrounded by loved ones, the aroma of freshly cooked food filling the air. It's a moment of joy and togetherness, but what if I told you that a silent, invisible threat lurks within that very meal? One that could turn this happy occasion into a health crisis. This threat is Salmonella, a bacterium responsible for countless cases of food poisoning each year. It's a microscopic menace that can be found in various foods, from poultry and eggs to fruits and vegetables. When food becomes contaminated with Salmonella, it can lead to severe illness, causing symptoms like nausea, vomiting, abdominal cramps, and diarrhea. In some cases, it can even be life-threatening. We often trust that the food we consume is safe, relying on food safety regulations and inspections. However, outbreaks of Salmonella remind us that we must remain vigilant and aware of the potential dangers. In this video, we delve into the world of Salmonella, exploring its origins, how it spreads, and the impact it has on public health. Salmonella is a type of bacteria that can cause food poisoning, also known as salmonellosis. This bacterium is a common culprit behind many foodborne illnesses worldwide, affecting millions of people each year. Understanding how it operates and spreads is crucial in preventing outbreaks and ensuring public health safety. It lives in the intestines of animals and humans and is shed through feces. Contamination often occurs when food or water comes into contact with fecal matter, making proper hygiene and food handling practices essential in preventing infection. Salmonella is a diverse group with over 2,500 serotypes, but only a few cause illness in humans. These serotypes can vary in their virulence and severity of the symptoms they cause, making some strains more dangerous than others. These microscopic invaders are remarkably resilient, surviving in diverse environments and multiplying rapidly. They can thrive in both warm and cool conditions, and can even persist on surfaces for extended periods, making them a formidable enemy in the fight against foodborne diseases. The symptoms typically appear 6 hours to 6 days after infection and can last for 4 to 7 days. In some cases, the infection can spread from the intestines to the bloodstream, leading to more severe health issues. While most people recover without treatment, Salmonella can be life-threatening, particularly for young children, older adults, and individuals with weakened immune systems. These vulnerable groups are at a higher risk of severe illness and complications, which can sometimes result in hospitalization or even death. Therefore, it is crucial to take preventive measures such as proper food handling, cooking meat thoroughly, and practicing good hygiene to protect ourselves and those around us from the invisible enemy. Salmonella contamination can occur at various points along the food chain, from farm to fork. Animals often raised in cramped and unsanitary conditions can harbor Salmonella in their intestines. This can lead to contamination of meat, poultry, eggs, and even produced through contact with animal feces. Improper handling and preparation practices further exacerbate the risk, as cross-contamination from raw to cooked food provides Salmonella an opportunity to thrive. Once Salmonella contaminates food, it can multiply rapidly, especially if stored at improper temperature. The consequences of Salmonella contamination extend far beyond individual illness, impacting both public health and the economy. Every year, millions of cases of salmonellosis are reported, leading to hospitalization and even death. The economic burden is substantial, encompassing medical expenses, lost productivity, and the costs associated with product recalls and investigations. The true cost, however, is immeasurable, as the fear and suffering caused by foodborne illness ripple through families and communities. 2023, a year of recalls, a wave of Salmonella outbreaks. The year 2023 witnessed a concerning surge in Salmonella outbreaks linked to various food products. This surge not only alarmed health officials, but also caused widespread panic among consumers who rely on the safety of their food supply. One notable incident involved a widespread recall of onions, impacting consumers across multiple states. The recall was initiated after several cases of Salmonella were reported, leading to a thorough investigation that traced the contamination back to the supplier. Actually, it was traced back to a single supplier, highlighting the interconnected nature of our food system. This incident underscored how a problem at one point in the supply chain can have far-reaching consequences, affecting countless consumers and businesses. Another major recall involved ground beef, a staple in many households, underscoring the vulnerability of even commonly consumed foods. The ground beef recall was particularly alarming because it affected a product that is a regular part of many families' diets, raising concerns about food safety standards and inspection processes. The year 2023 will be remembered not just for the recalls, but for the lessons learned about the critical importance of maintaining a safe and secure food supply chain. The cream cheese crisis of 2024. In June 2024, a major cream cheese manufacturer issued a voluntary recall of several popular brands due to potential Salmonella contamination. The recall, affecting millions of products distributed nationwide, sent shockwaves through the food industry and left consumers questioning the safety of a beloved dairy product. The recall was initiated after routine testing revealed the presence of Salmonella in a batch of cream cheese. While no illnesses were initially reported, the company acted swiftly to remove potentially contaminated products from shelves. Preventing Salmonella contamination requires a multi-pronged approach with a strong emphasis on industry responsibility. Food producers and manufacturers must prioritize food safety at every stage of production. This includes implementing stringent hygiene practices, investing in modern processing technologies, and adhering to rigorous testing protocols. Traceability is also crucial, allowing for swift identification and removal of contaminated products from the market. By prioritizing safety, the food industry can protect consumers and maintain public trust. While industry efforts are paramount, consumers also play a vital role in preventing Salmonella infections. Proper food handling practices are essential, starting with thorough hand washing before and after handling food. Raw meat, poultry, and eggs should be handled separately from ready-to-eat foods to prevent cross-contamination. Cooking food to the recommended internal temperature is crucial to kill any potential bacteria, and prompt refrigeration of perishable foods is essential to prevent bacteria growth. The fight against Salmonella and other foodborne pathogens is an ongoing endeavor, driven by advancements in technology and a growing demand for transparency. New rapid detection methods are being developed to identify contamination more quickly and efficiently. Blockchain technology offers the potential for enhanced traceability, allowing consumers to track the journey of their food from farm to table. Increased transparency and data sharing within the food industry are crucial for identifying and addressing potential risks. In an era of interconnected food systems, staying informed is crucial for protecting ourselves and our families from foodborne illness. Government agencies such as Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the Food and Drug Administration provide up-to-date information on outbreaks, recalls, and food safety guidelines. Reputable consumer advocacy groups also offer valuable resources and tips for safe food handling practices. By staying informed, we empower ourselves to make safer food choices and contribute to a healthier future.